What's up, sports fans? This is the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, and welcome everybody to our play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. It is week number 4 of the 2024 college football season as we have our live play-by-play broadcast of this fourth weekend of college football. Getting ready for our game of the weekend, and it's a conference showdown here in the Big 12 Conference. We got a top 15 matchup coming up for you here in just a moment. The 12th ranked Utah Utes take on the 14th ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys. It is a Big 12 football showdown here between these two teams as they get ready to square off here in the Big 12. These are perhaps the two favorites to win the Big 12, and it's going to be decided right here on this game this afternoon. Well, of course, we'll talk about these two teams when we come back. We will have pregame for you. We're about 18 minutes away from the kickoff between Utah and Oklahoma State. It is a Big 12 football showdown, top 15 showdown here in college football in week number 4 action. You're listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. Getting ready for our game of the weekend here in week number 4 action of college football season of 2024. And it's a Big 12 football conference showdown here in this conference. Of course, a conference that is probably going to be wide open throughout the entire season. Well, we got Utah versus Oklahoma State. These are two teams that are perhaps the front runners and the favorites to probably win this conference this year, but this game will decide who probably will have the best chance of going on to the Big 12 championship. No matter what happens, these two teams can perhaps meet in a rematch, but it's still early in the season. We still have a long way to learn about these teams, maybe until about a couple more weeks. Well, it's a top 15 showdown. Both of these teams ranked in the top 25 AP poll. Utah ranked number 12, Oklahoma State ranked number 14. Both of these teams come into the matchup at 3-0. They've had some big wins to start out the year, but for Utah, let's talk about them first. The Utah Utes, again, are 3-0 on the season. They come in as the visitor on the scoreboard, and this is their first true road game test of the season. They traveled on the road last weekend against Utah State, but this is their first true road game of the season against an Oklahoma State team that is really tough to stop in the running game. But let's take a look at both teams' last 3 games. Let's take a look at the first 3 games, starting with the Utah Utes. They defeated Southern Utah back on August the 29th in a shutout, 49-0. Defeated Baylor a couple weeks ago. Of course, that's just a non-conference game. It was scheduled, of course, for a non-conference game like how it was last year, and it was officially a non-conference game before Utah became an official member of the Big 12. But they defeated Baylor a couple weeks ago on September the 7th, 23-12, and last week they headed on the road for the first time to take on rival Utah State back on September the 14th last weekend. Utah came out on top with a victory 38-21. Of course, the obvious concern was that Utah did not have, of course, Cam Rising at quarterback, one of the all-time great quarterbacks in Utah football history. So, yeah, Utah definitely going to have a game-time decision. We'll get to that in just a moment. Meanwhile, Oklahoma State comes in ranked number 14th in the AP poll. They're 3-0 as well, and they have a very talented roster, a very experienced team as well, led by Alan Bowman, of course, at quarterback, and then Ollie Gordon III, one of the top running backs in the country. As you take a look at Oklahoma State's first 3 games of the year, back on August 31st, in the first weekend of the college football season, they defeated a really good South Dakota State team 44-20 at the FCS level. Back on September 7th, they defeated SEC's Arkansas 39-31 in double overtime back on September the 7th. And then last weekend, coming off that big win over Tulsa on the road. So both of these teams went up against Group of 5 teams last week on the road. They're pretty similar, but Oklahoma State blew out their Group of 5 team in Tulsa on the road this past weekend 45-10. That is a look at the team's first 3 games of the year. Again, we're now just 13 minutes away from the kickoff. But let's talk about the 2 teams. Let's talk about their leaders. First off, for Utah, again, Cam Rising is questionable to play. It will be a game-time decision. Of course, suffered an injury against Baylor a couple weeks ago. We don't know if he's ready to go or not, but they say it's a game-time decision, so we'll find out once he gets to the field. Cam Rising, though, on the year is 18 of 29 passing, 346 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Of course, missed all of last year with the ACL injury that he suffered a couple years ago in the Rose Bowl against Penn State. And then in the backfield, leading rusher for Utah is Micah Bernard, 41 carries on the year, 274 rushing yards, and only 1 touchdown run all season long. Leading receiver for Utah, though, is DeJohn Stanley, 11 catches for 55 yards and no touchdowns for him. Or actually, he has 155 yards in catches and then 2 receiving touchdowns. So he is their leading receiving guy for this Utah team. That's a look at your leaders for the Utah Utes. And now looking at Oklahoma State, Alan Bowman has had a tremendous start to the year, 75 112 of passing, 967 yards on the year already. He's already close to that 1,000-yard mark. Could he reach it today? 8 touchdown passes on the year and a couple of interceptions. So, he's had some turnover problems, but other than that, he's been really consistent so far in the year. Ollie Gordon III, one of the top running backs, of course, in the Big 12 last year, coming into this game with 62 carries on the year, 216 yards, and 4 rushing touchdowns. So, going to have a big breakout game if you're Ollie Gordon III. And then leading receiver for Oklahoma State is the junior wide receiver, Dezon Stribling, 17 catches on the year, 295 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. That's a look at the season leaders for Utah and Oklahoma State. We got more pregame coming up for you. We're about close to 10 minutes away from the kickoff, again, between the 2 teams here, Utah versus Oklahoma State in a Big 12 conference showdown. And Utah, of course, playing in their first official Big 12 football game as a newcomer for this conference. It's all coming up for you, but we got more pregame on the way. We'll take a quick break as you are listening live here to a live play-by-play broadcast of College Football 2024, week number 4 action, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, getting ready for our game of the weekend, our live play-by-play broadcast game of the weekend between the Utah Utes and the Oklahoma State Cowboys, two Big 12 teams that could be the favorites to win this conference this year. Well, these are two top 15 teams. This is their first real competition of the season. You know, for Oklahoma State, they had that tough one against Arkansas a couple weeks ago, and they had South Dakota State. But Arkansas, I would say, has probably been the toughest test for Oklahoma State. And then for Utah, it's probably been Baylor. But this will be Utah's first true road game of the year. Oklahoma State has not been on the road, so far this year. But you take a look at the matchup predictor as we now take a look at who the favorite of this game is. Well, throughout the week we saw Utah was favored in this one because they probably think Cam Rising is the better quarterback. But these are two seventh-year guys. Now Oklahoma State and Utah again go back and forth here for the favorite spot. It's now Utah favored by 1. So, yeah, this is a spread of a game that is a tough one to call. It's a 50-50 game, and it's, of course, a tough one to predict. But I did pick Oklahoma State here to win this game, but we are expecting a close game here between these two teams. The over and under coming into this game is at 53.5, so they're kind of not expecting a lot of points to be scored. You got two really good defensive teams. Utah has played tremendous defense now for the last couple years, especially last year when Cam Rising was still out with that injury, and they really struggled with the quarterback position. But in Stillwater, Oklahoma, looking at the weather, it is about partly sunny skies, but 99 degrees. That is a hot temperature at kickoff. I mean, I tell you what, this might be the hottest game in Oklahoma State history at their home place, but it is a hot one out here where I'm from as well and everything. So, yeah, the hot temperatures have been climbing up this weekend, and also the first day of fall weather is coming up on Sunday, so it's not really looking like fall weather out there. The temperatures, of course, in the 90s in Stillwater, Oklahoma. And meanwhile, let's now look at the matchup predictor. The FBI does favor Oklahoma State. They give Oklahoma State a chance, about a 60.1% chance of beating Utah here this afternoon. And then for Utah, they have about a 39.9% chance, according to the FBI, to go on the road here this afternoon and beat this Oklahoma State team. Well, we got it all for you. We should have kickoff here in just a moment, and we are going to now talk about the series history here between Oklahoma State and Utah. This is only the second meeting between these two teams. Of course, Utah and Oklahoma State were in different conferences, respectively. The last meeting between these two teams came in 1945, and Oklahoma State won that game 46-6. So, yeah, this is the only second all-time meeting between these two teams, but now they can meet each other almost every year since they are now in the same conference in the Big 12. Let's take a look at the all-time series, all-time program history here for both of these teams. National championships, Utah has 0, Oklahoma State with 1, and then you look at conference championships. Of course, both of these teams were in different conferences over the years. For Utah, they have 28 conference championships, and then for Oklahoma State, they have 10. Bowl games, 33 for Oklahoma State, 25 for Utah. Looking at wins all time, Utah has 722 wins all time as a program, and then 641 for Oklahoma State. Looking at consensus All-Americans, 21 for Oklahoma State, 12 for Utah. Heisman winners, Oklahoma State with 1, Utah with nothing. NFL draft picks, Utah and Oklahoma State are both pretty close. 177 for the Utes, 172 for Oklahoma State. First round NFL draft picks, 21 for Oklahoma State, and then 10 for Utah. And that is a look at the program's comparisons. Again, the last time these two teams met was in 1945, and the Oklahoma State Cowboys won it 46-6. We got it all for you coming up here in just a moment. We take another quick break here. We should have kickoff here in just about a few more minutes. Again, a lot of storylines going into this game. Cam Rising, will he play, or we will see the freshman quarterback that took over from last week? We will talk about that more when we come back here on our live play-by-play broadcast, game of the weekend of college football 2024, week number 4 action. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. It is now officially time for the kickoff between Utah and Oklahoma State. Again, the temperature in Stillwater, Oklahoma is hot, 100 degrees now. And I tell you what, that is just crazy to see a temperature that high for a football game, but it's not really common that we see it, so looking at other score updates real quick, LSU and UCLA tied up at 7-all in the first quarter of play. It is a scoreless game between USC and Michigan. Penn State back in action after a bye week last week, taking on one of the worst teams in the group of 5 and also in the country. That is Kent State. Georgia Tech leading number 19th ranked Louisville 7-0. So that's some score updates. We also got some good games coming up tonight. Tennessee and Oklahoma, they'll go at it in the SEC at 7:30 Eastern Time. Oklahoma State will be in the all-orange uniforms with the black helmets. And then Utah will be in the white uniforms and white helmets. Oklahoma State crowd fired up as we get ready for kickoff. Utah won the toss. They deferred. And Oklahoma State will get the ball first. There's the kickoff by Utah, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback. And the Cowboys will take over at the 25-yard line. So here is Alan Bowman, 7th-year quarterback. 5 passing touchdowns last week in the win over Tulsa. Most by an Oklahoma State quarterback since 2018. So the Cowboys, the runner-ups last year, to Texas in the Big 12 Championship. This is our first time commentating a game for this team. Alan Bowman will go out of the shotgun here at the 25-yard line. Ollie Gordon gets the first carry of the game, and that's not much. Only about maybe a yard, maybe no gain on that play as he got back to the original line of scrimmage. Oklahoma State goes quick tempo. Bowman will throw here on second down. Pass is incomplete. Stribling, the intended receiver for Oklahoma State, who came into this game for Oklahoma State, the leading receiver in catches. Third down, Oklahoma State goes quick tempo, and Bowman looks like he was going to try to lob it here to the right side, but it's incomplete, and that's a quick 3-and-out here for the Cowboy offense. So Oklahoma State will punt the ball away for the first time. Again, only the second all-time meeting here between Utah and Oklahoma State. Again, they first met each other back in 1945, and Oklahoma State won it 46-6. But first all-time meeting as Big 12 conference opponents. Oklahoma State will punt the football away. We got flags down on the play early in this game. Snap infraction against Oklahoma State, so they will back up 5 yards. No matter what, it's fourth down anyway, so fourth down and 15. I was kind of surprised that Oklahoma State went quick tempo on an incompleted pass and not called the play, but they probably wanted to try to catch this Utah defense off guard. There's the punt. It's returned from the 38-yard line and gets up to midfield. This is going to be really good field position for Utah, and it will be close to about that 50-yard line. So here we go. Utah is going to bring out Isaac Wilson, the true freshman quarterback, made his first start last week. 3 touchdown passes in the win over Utah State in his first career start. So no Cam Rising, it looks like, in this game. So that is obviously a concern for Utah fans, but either way, this Utah team has still got plenty of playmakers on both sides of the football. First down and 10 here for the Utes. Ball at the 50-yard line. There's the snap. Wilson will hand it off to his tailback. Mekhi Bernard gets the carry, and he'll pick up a good, decent gain on the play. That's going to be enough for a first down. Gain of about 11. This Utah team, very physical on the offensive side of the football. Definitely physical and well-coached. These are 2 well-coached teams that have had a lot of experience with both of their head coaches to be consistent programs in both of their conferences. But for Utah now, they are officially a member of the Big 12. Wilson hands it off to Bernard here on the left side. Got a good gain on this play, so gain about 8. So they'll make it second down and about 2 yards to go. So Utah trying to move down the field here in the early part of this game. Oklahoma State going 3 and out on their first drive, gaining no yards. They went with 2 passes and then 1 run to Ollie Gordon the third. And they go 3 and out. Second down and 2 here for Utah. Ball at the 32-yard line. Wilson out of the shotgun here on this play. Takes a snap. Wilson will throw for the first time. Fires a lob left side, incomplete. And the intended receiver was Kiki, and he is down on the play. And Utah receiver, that was the intended receiver on the play. He is shaken up. We are just 2 minutes into this one. And looks like maybe Kiki landed on that left shoulder. It's actually the right shoulder here, so that can't be good news for Utah. We'll take a quick break here. 13:02 to go in this first quarter of play. Your score, Utah 0, Oklahoma State 0. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference, right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. Utah and Oklahoma State here going at it in a Big 12 football conference matchup. The first official game in the Big 12 for both of these teams. So Utah had an injured player on the field. Kahuthi looks like he just had the wind knocked out of him, but he's now back in this game. So that's actually, he's going to go to the sideline, but it looks like he's walking up okay, so that's a good sign there for Utah. 3rd down and 2 coming up here for the Utes. Wilson out of the shotgun. The true freshman quarterback hands it off up the middle, and it looks like he's got nowhere to go. They're not going to get it. Oklahoma State's defensive line makes that stop, and Utah, do you go for it in this situation, or do you go for the field goal? Remember, no Cam Rising if you're just joining us. It is Isaiah Wilson, the true freshman quarterback who made his first career start last week against rival Utah State. And Utah is going to go for it. 4th down and 2. And the ball is at the 32-yard line. They need to get to the 30. Wilson out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Play action for Wilson. Rolls to his right. Fires on the run. Incomplete. Knocked down. Turnover on downs for the Utes. And Oklahoma State will get the ball back at the 32-yard line. Great stop by the Cowboy defense. And obviously both offenses now go 3 and out. And then turnover on downs. 4th down stop. Scoreless ball game. 12:14 to go in this first quarter. We'll take another quick break. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference. Scoreless ball game as first drive for Oklahoma State. They went 3 and out. Utah went for it on their own the 32-yard line and goes turnover on downs. Back to action here, Oklahoma State with a run to Ollie Gordon. Ollie Gordon, one of the top running backs in the Big 12 from last year. Again, Oklahoma State's going to use that quick tempo to be a little bit of aggressive here in the first quarter of play. Bowman throws on a quick slant. It's caught at the 50, to the 45, 40, and down to about that 39-yard line, and Oklahoma State gets into Utah territory. Great pass by Alan Bowman. That is experience as it gets here for Bowman. 7th year in college football for him. Ollie Gordon with a carry here, driving past the 35-yard line. Good run on the play. Gain of 7 yards. Hard to kind of keep up with the tempo here from Oklahoma State. 7-yard gain, though. Bowman will lob it downfield here, and that one's over the head of the intended receiver, incomplete. So third down coming up. So far, Oklahoma State's gone quick tempo in this game. Mike Gundy is the head coach for Oklahoma State. 20th year for the Cowboys. These are two very well experienced coaches. Third down and 3 for Oklahoma State. Bowman out of the shotgun. Actually a wildcat formation, and they'll hand it off to the right side. It was a fake by Ollie Gordon, and Oklahoma State on the wildcat formation fakes the wildcat, and they go to the right side, and it's a first down for the Cowboys. Oklahoma State with a quick snap here on this play. They swing it out here. Bowman gets it to his receiver. His receiver gets tripped up, and another first down for Oklahoma State. That's Presley, number 80, with the catch. Oklahoma State now. They are now close to that end zone to try to put the first points on the scoreboard here with 10:22 to go in the first quarter of play. Ball is at the 10-yard line in Utah territory. Oklahoma State sends 3 receivers to the right at the 10-yard line. Bowman swings it out on a wide receiver screen, and that was not the right play whatsoever. He's dropped back at the 13-yard line. That is just not a really good play there if you're an Oklahoma State coach. They dumped it off to Ollie Gordon, but could have nowhere to go, and Utah read it pretty well. Second down and 12 coming up, a 2-yard loss on the play. Ball is at the 13-yard line. Bowman takes a snap, fakes it, a handoff, and goes to the right side to his receiver on a screen. Gavin Freeman with the catch. It'll be close to about that 5-yard line. Third down coming up, and about 5 yards to go for the Cowboys. Alan Bowman, 4 of 7 so far for 41 yards. Let's see if Oklahoma State can convert this third down. They're 41% on the year so far. Third down and 5 inside that 6. They need to get it to the 1-yard line for the first down. Bowman out of the shotgun here. Sends Gordon in motion. Bowman, we're going to lob it here to the end zone. Incomplete. Dribbling the intended receiver for Oklahoma State. It's now 4th down. So will Oklahoma State take the field goal here and get a 3-0 lead? That is a tough throw there by Alan Bowman. A little bit off the mark and a little bit too far for his intended receiver. Logan Ward will kick the 23-yard field goal attempt. This one just needs to aim it to the right. There's a snap. And Logan Ward puts the Oklahoma State Cowboys up 3-0. As the kick is good. We got 8:43 to go in this first quarter of play. The Oklahoma State Cowboys strike first blood with a field goal. Your score, Oklahoma State 3, Utah 0. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football, week number 4 action of 2024 in the Big 12 Conference, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference. Your score with 8:42 to go here in the first quarter play, Oklahoma State 3, Utah 0. The first official conference game as a Big 12 newcomer for Utah, and it's a tough one here against Oklahoma State. A 23-yard attempt. Field goal attempt is good by the Cowboys. They have a 3-0 lead. Other score updates: LSU trailing UCLA 10-7. Michigan up 7-0 against that high-powered USC offense. Great start for the Wolverines. As Oklahoma State kicks it will be returned from the 1-yard line, and not much on the return. Only got to about the 15-yard line. Oklahoma State special teams gets there in a hurry. Other scores: Penn State up 7-0 over Kent State. Notre Dame trailing 3-0 over Miami of Ohio University Redhawks. Louisville and Georgia Tech are tied up at 7-all. Clemson won big today against NC State. The offense looked really good for the Tigers. We had a couple of games last night. Illinois defeating Nebraska 31-24. And then we also had Stanford beat Syracuse. First win in the conference for Stanford in the ACC. Back to Bernard on the ground game as we're back in action here. He'll be close to about that 20-yard line, 3-yard pickup. Does this Utah team a little bit different without Cam Rising? I really don't know. They were definitely a lot different without him last year, and that's why Utah didn't really make it to the Pac-12 championship. But Cam Rising, of course, has missed the last 6 quarters with that right hand injury. Again, came into this game with a game-time decision, just could not get things going, and also could not go ahead and go in this ball game. Second down and 7, Wilson out of the shotgun. Wilson takes the snap, got the snap off in time. No, there is a flag down. It is going to be a delay of game, and this is definitely a big stage here for Isaiah Wilson as a true freshman quarterback. Oh, prior to the delay of game, Utah just got the timeout off. Yeah, that's kind of a. I'm just saying that's kind of a bad call by the official, but either way, it is a timeout, Utah. But the officials can hardly hear it because that place, I bet, is so crowded and also really loud at the same time. If you are new to the channel here and just watching here, we do live play-by-play broadcasts. I just started to do this year, week by week. And also, we do individual videos throughout the college football season and off-season. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, get notifications. We are close to 2,000 subscribers. 7:51 to go here in the first quarter of play. Oklahoma State 3, Utah 0. A 3-yard gain on their first play of their next drive here. Their second one, they went turnover on downs. Ball at the 18-yard line. Wilson to throw. Wilson, plenty of time, goes downfield here, and the pass is caught. No, it's actually intercepted. Intercepted by Oklahoma State. It's intercepted at about the 40-yard line. Snatched out of the hands by the Oklahoma State safety. It looked like Utah may have caught the catch, but instead, Oklahoma State intercepts it at the 40-yard line in their own territory. That is the first turnover of the game for the Utes. And that is kind of a freshman mistake there by Isaiah Wilson. And it's not really common that we see that in college. It's like very common we see that in college football because usually this is the first true road game here for this young man. They go with a jet sweep here for Oklahoma State. They'll mark him back at the original line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go there for Oklahoma State. Second down and 10 coming up. This is the first real test here for Utah. And they're also their first Big 12 game. Bowman drops to throw. Pass is complete. Close to about that 40, or actually that 50-yard line. And it's going to be third down and about 4. Gain of 6 yards on that last reception. Bowman goes out of the shotgun here as Oklahoma State hustles to the line. Third down and 4. And now they change the play. They're 1 for 3 on third down so far. Bowman out of the shotgun. Sends a guy in motion. Takes a snap. It's going to hand it off here left side. And close to that first down. He'll be brought down at about the 50-yard line. Is Oklahoma State thinking about going for it here on this play? Nope. I think they're going to punt the ball away. And I think it's a right call. I mean, it's not really very common that, we see somebody go for it on the 50-yard line. But either way, Oklahoma State will punt the football. Punter is standing all the way back at the 35-yard line, but the ball is at the 50. And I tell you what, there is a lot of subbing here on this field. A delay of game against Oklahoma State. That's the second delay of game that they've had here in the first quarter of play. A lot of stuff going on out there. I have never seen a game like this so far where a lot of teams have moved around. For Utah, they have 17 forced 3 and outs. That is tied most in the FBS with Alabama. So Oklahoma State again will try again and punt this one away with 5:49 to go in the first quarter. There's the snap, and there's the punt. And this ball takes a hop, and that'll be down at about the 12-yard line, maybe the 11. First quarter of play continues. We'll take a quick break here. 5:39 to go in this first quarter of play. Your score, Oklahoma State 3, Utah 0. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference, right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference. Still in the first quarter of play as Oklahoma State leads 3-0. Again, Oklahoma State came into this game as the home team, and also they were the underdog just by 1 point. But again, the question was Cam Rising going to be able to play for Utah? But that question has now been answered. He is not able to go in this ball game. So Wilson threw his first interception last time out. Let's see how he repeats himself after his first turnover of the game. Bernard's going to get the carry here on this play. And fumble. Oklahoma State says they got it. But no, Utah has it on there. Bernard fell down on it just in time. That would have been back-to-back turnovers on back-to-back drives here for Utah. And that ball did squirt out. Boy, Oklahoma State looked like a defender had possession of the football. But Bernard stole it back away from him. 2nd down and 5. Bernard going to keep it on the play here. Bernard past the 20-yard line and gets to about that 23. Bernard right now has been the strength of this Utah team. That's been the strength of this Utah team overall, has been running the football in this game. That's what Utah needs to do, is pretty much, keep this Oklahoma State defense on the field for as long as possible and keep that offense off the field for as long as possible. 3rd down and 1, though. Ball at the 23-yard line. Wilson out of the shotgun. Utah stacks everybody up on the offense. Bernard gets the carry. Bernard gets the first down. Just needed 1, but he got more out of it. He'll get to about that 27-yard line. And a first down for Utah will move the chains. So that is the first 3rd down conversion success attempt here for Utah. They had one earlier, could not convert, and then they go turnover on downs a couple of drives ago. That was their first drive of the game, actually. 1st down and 10. Ball now at the 26-yard line, and Utah's territory. Wilson fakes the handoff and now fires it left. There is a flag down, and the catch is made at about that 47-yard line, it looks like. But there is a flag down, and I've assumed this is going to be coming back. Singer with the catch there for the Utes, but it's actually going to be a holding against Oklahoma State. So that is a penalty on the Cowboys for holding. And Singer looked like he just maintained to make the catch here. And also maintained control of it. So that is a first down for Utah. Total yards so far, 71 for Oklahoma State, 56 for Utah. And they'll run it here on first down, and that is a first down for Utah. Bernard with a gain of 14 yards, and this Utah team continues to run the football pretty well. And again, I think if you want to do this, if you're Utah, because you definitely want to run the football and waste some time on that clock. First down and 10. Wilson will throw here on first down and 10. Catch is made for a gain of about a couple, maybe just one. Bernard with the catch on the running back kind of screen-like pass. Second down and 9. 2:30 to go here in the first quarter of play. 3-0 Oklahoma State in front. Both defenses have played so well. Wilson gets the snap here on second and 9. Wilson throws it to the right side, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, incomplete. So another third down coming up here for Utah. It will be third down and 9. And the ball just inside that. It is inside Oklahoma State territory. Third down and 9 coming up. Let's see if Utah can convert this and continue this drive. 8th play of the drive here for the Utes. Ball at the 38-yard line. Third down and 9. Wilson gets the snap. Looking to his left. Fires on the left side. Pass is caught. Grabbed by Singer in single coverage and tight coverage. Actually, it's incomplete, so it'll be fourth down. And let's see here if this ball is caught. Yeah, good call. Good call by the official there. The ball hit the ground at the last second. I tell you what, Singer had the ball on the back of his helmet and somehow almost made the catch here, but the nose of the football hit the ground, so... And now the catch is under further review. The incomplete pass. The call on the field is incomplete, but they're going to review this here. 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play in this Big 12 conference matchup. Our game of the weekend here. Live here on this Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream and listening to my voice. Other score updates here. Arkansas and Auburn going at it. 7-0 lead for Arkansas, who lost to this Oklahoma State team a couple weeks ago in double overtime. LSU leads 14-10 over UCLA in the second quarter of play with 10:40 remaining in the go in that first half. Michigan up 14-0 over USC with 7:14 to go in the first half of play. Great offensive performance and especially defensive performance for Michigan. Penn State up 14-0 over Kent State. Notre Dame just grabbed the lead over Miami of Ohio, 7-3. Louisville leads Georgia Tech 14-7. And Vanderbilt leads number 7th ranked Missouri 7-0 with 5:12 to go in the first quarter of play. Still got some other good games coming up for you tonight. Tennessee versus Oklahoma. I was really close to broadcasting that game, but I decided to do this one since it is a Big 12 game that could decide who the front runner will be. I will talk about, of course, our next weekend's game. And the pass is ruled a completion. It was an incomplete pass on the field, but they ruled it a complete pass. So, fourth down coming up. Let's see. Well, I tell you what, Singer made the catch. What a great effort. So, fourth down and 3. And I think Utah is going to go for it here on this play. It is fourth down and 3. And a timeout is called by Utah, second of the first quarter and of the half. So, yeah, Utah takes the timeout. But it is fourth and 3. I wonder what Utah will do here in this situation. A couple of drives ago, they went for it on fourth down, but they could not convert. A turnover on downs on their first drive. Mike Gundy, and the head coach for Utah, two veteran coaches of both of these programs. So Isaac Wilson and this Utah offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it here on fourth down again. They failed on their first fourth down attempt. Let's see what they do here on their second one. Fourth down and 3, ball inside that 32. Wilson out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Wilson rolls to his right. He's got a man at the 30-yard line to the 25. Spin move and close to about that 20-yard line. And Utah's got a first down. They convert on a fourth down conversion attempt. Beautiful job there by the freshman quarterback Isaiah Wilson to find his receiver. And he gets to his receiver for a first down, close to that 20-yard line in the red zone. That was Parks with the catch. First down and 10 with just 90 seconds to go here in the first. Wilson takes a snap at the 21. He's in trouble. Down he goes. First sack of the game for the Oklahoma State defense. Daniels, number 5 for the Cowboys, makes the sack. So the first sack of the game for either team this afternoon. And after a first down and a fourth down conversion attempt successfully, that's a loss of 11 yards, second down and 21. They're back at the 32-yard line. Wilson takes a snap, fakes it, nope, throws it here, pass is complete to Singer, and Singer gets really close to getting that yardage back. He is back at the original line of scrimmage, and Singer right now has played a really good game so far here for the Utes. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Utah now in the red zone, it looks like. It'll be third down and 5. They got that yardage back after the sack. Does Utah run out the clock here before the end of this first quarter? This is the 12th play of the drive. Third down and 5. Delay clock down to 1. Wilson got the snap off. Wilson in trouble again, and down he goes again. That's the second sack for Oklahoma State to end the first quarter. It'll be fourth down coming up as we go to the second. This has been a physical ball game as it gets. That is the end of the first quarter of play. Your score at the end of that first quarter, Oklahoma State 3, Utah 0. We got the second quarter coming up next for you. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference as we are ready to start the second quarter. Your score, Oklahoma State 3, Utah 0. Utah giving up 2 sacks on their previous plays here in the first quarter, but they got a chance to tie this game up at 3-all. As they converted a 4th down, but now they will try the field goal here from 43 yards out. Cole Becker, he'll kick this one from 43 yards. There's a snap, good hold, and the kick is straight away, and it's up and good. Perfect right down the middle, and the Utah Utes get on the board here to start this second quarter of play. Pretty even game so far between these two teams. Both teams now tied up at 3-all, and also defenses have played pretty well. Oklahoma State again with 2 sacks on the freshman quarterback in Isaiah Wilson. Remember the storylines, of course, going into this game. There were so many storylines about who the best team in the Big 12 is for right now. But don't count out Kansas State. They are also in action tonight as they will be traveling to take on BYU. That could be an upset alert game. BYU's been pretty good this year so far. As we're now 4 seconds in here to the second quarter, again, Utah gets on the board to tie it up at 3-all. Utes will kick it off. And this kickoff will be returnable at the 1-yard line. And, Utah gets there in a hurry. And not a big return there, just gets past about the 10-yard line. Again, Mike Gundy and Kyle Whittingham. These two coaches, of course, all-time coaches here in the history of both of these programs. They have the same identical records with 165 wins and 79 losses. But first time that they will meet, of course, as head coaches here in the Big 12. First down and 10 for the Oklahoma State offense. They'll give it off here to Ollie Gordon. And Ollie Gordon is met at the original line of scrimmage. They'll give him no gain on that play. Again, so far it's been a defensive game. Utah's got a pretty good defensive team, and Oklahoma State definitely has some as well. Which offense, of course, will be the better offense when this game, of course, is over. We're still early in this ball game, though. Second down and 10. As that ball is at the 13-yard line after that not good kickoff return. Alan Bowman's going to lob it downfield, incomplete. Scribbling the intended receiver for the Cowboys. And it's third down coming up. Oklahoma State's offense not getting things going just yet. This is their first kind of real tough defense that they've gone up against so far this season. Again, South Dakota State, Arkansas had a lot of question marks with their defense coming in. And then last week, not even close. Third down and 10 for this Oklahoma State team. Bowman on a quick slant pass is broken up and incomplete. And it's going to be fourth down and a 3 and out for the Oklahoma State Cowboys again. They scored a field goal from 23 yards out in that first quarter of play. And they went 3 and out on their first drive, and that offense, again, has just not been able to get things going. Both offenses, of course, haven't been able to get things going. Oklahoma State's punters standing back at the end zone. Utah look like they can come after this one. And they'll step back, though. A little rugby-style kick. Micah Pittman's going to return it here, and he's tripped up. Good special teams open field tackle on that punt return. But Utah will take over. We got another quick break here. Your score as we are in the second quarter of play. 13:53 to go in the second quarter of play. Utah 3, Oklahoma State 3. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference. We're even at 3-all between Utah and Oklahoma State in our game of the weekend. Got plenty of more games coming up tonight here in week 4. Definitely a lot more action compared to week number 3, especially for top 25 matchups as well. Tennessee and Oklahoma will go at it tonight in Oklahoma's first official conference game as an SEC team. First down and 10 as we're back to action in this one. Wilson will hand it off to Bernard, the tailback who's been the playmaker so far here for this Utah team on the running game. Leading receiver has been Singer, number 3 for the Utes. Utah had a chance to score on their last drive. They overall went in double digits in plays total, but a couple of sacks given up by the offensive line costed them, but they get a field goal out of it to just tie this game up. Second down and 8, ball at the 38-yard line, 2-yard gain by Bernard last time. Wilson gets the snap, fakes it to Bernard. Wilson under pressure, fires it though. He's got a man, and it's caught, first down. Catch made by Parks into Oklahoma State territory, and that'll be enough for a first down, Utah. Boy, I tell you what, that is a great catch. I tell you what, that ball really close to hitting the ground. But the catch is made anyway, so it is a first down. Utah now in Oklahoma State territory again, a chance to score. Looks like Wilson's getting comfortable in the pocket here. Ball at the 42-yard line. Wilson gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to Bernard again. Bernard past the 40 to about that 38-yard line. Bernard, a lot of carries here in the first half of play. We also got Colorado versus Baylor, another Big 12 conference game coming up for you at 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight. First official Big 12 game for Colorado. And also the first game for Baylor. Yeah, they may have played Utah a couple weeks ago, but that is not counted as a Big 12 game. Second down, Wilson hands it off to Bernard on second down and 6. Bernard powers his way to a first down. It's close to about that 30-yard line. Good physical running there by Bernard. A little missed tackle there from Oklahoma State's defenders. It took about 3 orange jerseys to bring him down. First down and 10. 11:19 to go in this first half. Ball at the 31-yard line. And they'll hand it off to the backup tailback this time, but nowhere to go on that play. Gets about a loss of 1 on that play, so no gain and a loss of 1 yard. Second down and 11 coming up. Utah lines up at the 32-yard line. That was Mitchell with the carry while ago. Wilson now out of the shotgun on this play. Sends a guy in motion, takes a snap. Going to hand it off to the third-string running back. And gets to about that 26-yard line, maybe the 25. That's Stanley with the carry, number 23 for the Utes. Utah going with 3 different tailbacks here. And again, this is a really good Utah team. They have plenty of playmakers that are very underrated. They have a third down, though, coming up. Third down and 5 for the Utes. Crowd on their feet. Isaiah Wilson trying to not feel the crowd here. Wilson takes the snap on 3rd and 5 and nowhere to go. And that is just kind of not a really smart play there by the Utah offense. But Oklahoma State's defense makes the stop after a 1-yard pickup on 3rd down and 5. It'll be 4th down and 4. So Utah probably thinking they can just kick the field goal and take a 6-3 lead. That was Bernard with the carry, who's been the physical runner here in the first half of play. And wow, Utah is going to go for it again. 4th down and 4 at the 25-yard line. They are 1 for 2. Wilson rolling to his right. Wilson going to try to run it here on this play. Did he get the first down? And he got it. They're going to mark it as a first down at the 21-yard line. And that's where he needed to get. What a great run by Wilson. Wilson rolling to his right pretty much for a long time, had all day to throw. And Wilson knew that he had to pick up a first down. Yes, he got it. When you look at the camera angle, he definitely got it. Wow, a true freshman quarterback. That was a dangerous play here for a young man. That's their second 4th down conversion in this first half. 1st down and 10. Wilson gets a snap, a low snap, but throws it onto the flat, complete to Singer. Singer gets past the 10-yard line, and I believe he's got the first down. It'll be 1st and goal to go for Utah, so he got the first down on that play, and that's Singer, number 3, with the catch, who's been the big target for Wilson in this first half of play. So 1st down and goal. Oklahoma State, their defense getting worn out here. Again, it's a hot one out there in Stillwater, Oklahoma. 1st down and goal at the 7-yard line. Wilson out of the shotgun, takes a snap. It's a low one, but up the middle and down at about the 2, maybe the 1-yard line. That was really close to being a touchdown there for the Utes. But instead, they'll be just short of it. That was Vincent, number 26, with the carry. 2nd out and goal. Can Utah strike first blood here with a touchdown? That ball is at the 1.5-yard line. It's a Wildcat formation. They go up the middle. Touchdown, Utah. Touchdown on the ground for Brent Cannett. And Utah gets on the board with a touchdown rush on the Wildcat formation. The first touchdown for Utah in the Big 12 era. Extra point coming up here for the Utes. And it is good. So the Utah Utes, with their first touchdown as a Big 12 team in a conference game, it is a Wildcat formation touchdown, and the Utes take the lead 10-3. Score is Utah 10, Oklahoma State 3. 7:25 to go in the first half of play. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action, right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference. Utah strikes first blood with a touchdown. 10-3 lead now for the Utes on a Wildcat formation. Kahuthi with the receiving touchdown. Again, he went down with the injury earlier in the ball game, but he powers his way in for the touchdown. That was an 11-play, 64-yard drive, and at 6 minutes total. We got 7:25 to go in this first half of play, and that ball will go down the end zone. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we will, of course, have halftime stats for you. Take a look at some other college football games going on in week 4, I should say. We'll take a look at some other upcoming games for you tonight. Score updates, though. LSU leads 17-10 over UCLA in the second quarter. Arkansas and Auburn. Arkansas leads 7-0 at the half. Notre Dame leads 14-3 at the half. Penn State leads 28-0 at the half against Kent State. Michigan up 14-3 over USC in the first half. Back to action. First down, Alan Bowman to throw. Going deep here on this play. Incomplete. Boy, Alan Bowman has not been on target here in this game so far. He is now just 6 out of 12 for 46 yards. 6 out of 13 after that incompletion. They said there was a little bit of wind down there, so it is windy and hot at the same time. Second out and 10 at the 25-yard line after that incompletion for Bowman. Bowman now will roll to his right here. Bowman fires on the run, and that one's incomplete and thrown away. Great pressure by this Utah defense so far in the first half of this game. Even though they have not sacked Bowman yet, they are putting pressure on Bowman to make him inaccurate on those throws. And then also, they are putting pressure here and good coverage on these receivers. Third down and 10 coming up here for the Cowboys. They are 1 for 5 on third downs. That has not been really good so far. They came into this one 41% on third downs for the year. Bowman out of the shotgun, takes a snap, looking to his left, fires it left, and it's caught. First down at the 40-yard line of the 45. He'll be close to that 50-yard line, dribbling with the catch number 1, the leading receiver for Oklahoma State. That is a big third down conversion here in this first half of play. First down and 10. Oklahoma State hustles to the line at the 47-yard line. Bowman on a quick slant, passes incomplete, and a huge hit by the Utah secondary by the secondary defender. 6:42 to go here in the first half of play. This first half seems like it's flown by because officially Utah has really ran the football and wasted the clock down. Back to action. Bowman completes it here on the right side, and his receiver's got the catch, and he'll be tackled at around the 30-yard line. Well, I tell you what, the defender got whacked when he tried to tackle him. My goodness. And Oklahoma State back to quick tempo. And Ollie Gordon gets the carry. He'll pick up about 2, maybe 3. As he gets past the 30-yard line, maybe the 20, gets to the 29-yard line, maybe the 28. They'll give him 3 on that play. 5:53 to go in the first half of play. Oklahoma State trailing by 7. 10-3 lead for Utah. Bowman out of the shotgun, takes a snap. It's a high snap. Bowman on a quick slant. That one's incomplete. That's just an inaccurate ball there by Bowman. So now it's third down coming up here. They converted their last third down on a big play. Let's see if they'll convert another third down here, go down the field, and also tie this game up. Utah does get the ball to start the second half. Third down and 7, ball at the 29-yard line. Two receivers to the left, one or two to the right. Bowman looking to his left, fires it left, and that one's incomplete, broken up. So fourth down coming up. What does Oklahoma State here do in this situation? Do they go for it here on fourth down, or they go for the field goal? I mean, they're inside the 29-yard line, so I think still kind of a long ways away from a long plus field goal, but they'll do it anyway. But it's 46-yard attempt for Logan Ward. Made one from earlier from 23 yards. Just straight away. There's a snap. Kick is on the way. And that one's no good. That one missed from 46 yards, so that's a big miss there if you're an Oklahoma State fan. But either way, Utah will get the ball back just past that goalpost. So with that missed field goal, it remains 10-3 with 5:32 to go here in the first half of play. Again, your score, Utah 10, Oklahoma State 3. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action of Big 12 football, and also here in the Big 12 Conference, our game of the weekend, Utah and Oklahoma State. We got a 10-3 ball game. We are very close to getting into the halftime. Oklahoma State has struggled on the offensive side of the football, but Utah scored on a Wildcat formation touchdown on their last drive. They're back to action here as they go with Bernard with the run. Gain of about 1 yard on that play. We got a flag down. Let's see what this flag is. An illegal formation against the Utes. That will be the first penalty of the game of the afternoon for Utah, so a 5-yard penalty makes it first down and 15. Just 5:25 to go here in the first half. Isaac Wilson, 7 of 11 passing for 88 yards and 1 interception. And then Alan Bowman, 8 of 19 for 89 yards. Both quarterbacks have not been able to get things going. Wilson, though, fires a short pass complete to the 30, 35 to the 40, and it's to the tight end, first down. And Utah gets the first down on that play by the pass by Isaac Wilson. And that was Keithy with a catch, number 80. I was trying to figure out who the number was, and it was Keithy. And Keithy was the one that had the touchdown on the Wildcat formation. Keithy obviously has been battling an injury issue here throughout this first half, but he's playing through the pain. That's his first catch, though, and it's a gain of 17 on the play. First down at the 41-yard line. Wilson out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Wilson, he's going to keep it here on a read option, and Wilson breaks a tackle, and he'll get past close to that 45-yard line. And we have an injured Oklahoma State player on the field, as what I saw there. That's number 56, Ross. Xavier Ross, 6'4", 285 pounds. He is holding that left leg. Isaiah Wilson, not a bad performance here in the first half, even though he's turned the ball over once. But again, there were a lot of storylines going into this game about Cam Rising playing or not, with that injury that he suffered a couple weeks ago in the win over Baylor. But Isaiah Wilson's done a pretty good job so far. Did a pretty good job last weekend in the win over Utah State. And we will see what he looks like here going into the rest of this ball game. Xavier Ross is back up on his feet. That's the good news. He's walking on his own power. Score updates. Michigan leads USC at the half, 14-3. USC playing in their first official conference game as a Big Ten team. Louisville leads Georgia Tech at the half, 17-14. Vanderbilt leads Missouri, 10-7 in the second quarter of play. Notre Dame leads at the half, 14-3. Got other games coming up for you tonight. Tennessee and Oklahoma. That's where College Game Day, of course, was down there earlier this morning. Lee Corso chose Tennessee to win. Put on the smoky mascot head. Second down and 7 here as we're back to action after that injured player. Wilson takes a snap, drops to throw. Wilson goes to the left side here, and that one looked like it was batted at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. So third down coming up. Again, Utah has really wasted the clock here in this game. And also, they have run out that clock to try to keep that Oklahoma State defense on the field and also keep that Oklahoma State offense for off the field for as long as possible. Third down and 7. Still a long way to go in this ball game. Anything can really happen here. Utah's 1 for 5 on third downs. Wilson drops to throw on third down and 7. Rolling to his left. Now fires on the run. Complete at the 50 to the 45. And past the 40-yard line, Singer gets out of bounds, and he goes face-to-face with an Oklahoma State defender. The official right there in the middle of it to stop it, so that's the good sign there. Well, I tell you what, Wilson, his ball was almost batted down and incomplete, but either way, the true freshman quarterback gets the ball off just in time, and Singer makes the catch. That'll put Utah in Oklahoma State territory. Wilson gets the snap. It's going to hand it off here. And that is the handoff to Brendan, I guess, number 2. Utah, 22 of 35 plays in opponent territory. Well, I tell you what, this Utah team, they have really done a nice job here. Slow start on that first drive, but then ever since, they've been on a roll. Wilson out of the shotgun, close to that 30. Takes a snap, hands it off on the left side, and not much on that play. Third down coming up. I'll say third down and about 2 yards to go. 2:14 to go in this second quarter. We got the 2-minute timeout coming up. It's not a 2-minute warning. It is a 2-minute timeout. Third down and 2, and there is the 2-minute timeout. So we will take another quick break here. That's the 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes to play here in the first half of this one. Your score here in the second quarter of play, Utah 10, Oklahoma State 3. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast, again, of college football 2024, week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference. We got 2 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Utah leads Oklahoma State 10-3. Again, both of these teams in the offseason projected to probably win the Big 12 championship, and also the winner of this game probably has that best chance to make that Big 12 Conference championship. But either way, it's still early in the season. We're just in week 4. Back to action here, third down and 2. Wilson hands it off to his tailback, and that is a first down. And it looks like he got there. Just 1:45 to go. Don't forget, coming up at the half, we got halftime stats coming up for you. And then we'll take a look at some player stats. And then also look at other college football games going on. And then also coming up for tonight And it looks like the referees are going to measure this. It looked like from my angle, it looked like he got the first down. But either way, we'll see if they did pick up indeed a first down. No, he did not. Again, it's very interesting. I feel like Utah, looked like they stretched it out for the first down, but either way, it is fourth down. So, and it looks like Utah might go for this one here once again. So, again, 2 of 3 on fourth downs in this game. Looking to make it 3 out of 4 now. Utah has everybody on the line. And they'll hand it off, and that is enough for a first down. Mitchell with the carry. That's number 21. And that'll be the third fourth down conversion of this first half for the Utes. Again, Utah got off to a pretty slow start in this game, but ever since that first drive going turnover on downs and just getting the field goal, they have been on a roll here on the offensive side of the football and really wasting that clock down. And they do get the ball to start the second half. First down and 10. Wilson rolls to his right, trying to set up a screen pass, and it's caught, but nowhere to go. And he lost the football. Lost the football at the 30-yard line. Did Oklahoma State pick it up? There is a scrum for the football. Oklahoma State recovers the football. So with 1:04 to go here in the first half of play, Oklahoma State forces the fumble, and they got a chance to go down the field and have a chance for a touchdown. And yes, that ball did come out as he was hit. I'm not sure if they're going to review this or not, but they are taking a closer look at it. The Fox broadcast team is looking at a closer look at it. But either way, that looks like a fumble to me. So Oklahoma State takes over at the 30-yard line, first down and 10. 1:04 to go in the first half. Oklahoma State with 3 timeouts left. They need a score here. Bowman looking to throw. Goes to the right side. Passes off the hands of the intended receiver. Incomplete. Owens, number 10, was the intended receiver for Oklahoma State. Alan Bowman kind of having a really sluggish first half here. Again, we'll have them stats for you coming up at the half. Be sure to listen in. Second down and 10 after that incompletion. He'll throw again. Bowman, double fake, and that one's incomplete again. So it's third down coming up. Oklahoma State fans not really liking the play call selections here so far in this first half. Third down and 10 coming up. Oklahoma State not been having success here on third downs. Bowman gets the snap, looking to his left. He's under pressure again. Bowman throws it on the run, and that one's intercepted. Picked off at the 35-yard line. And Utah picks it off, and that is a turnover by Oklahoma State with just 44 seconds to play in the first half. And again, the pressure came from Utah. And Alan Bowman threw it on the run. That is just a bad throw by a seventh-year quarterback. Number 11, Gilman with the interception for the Utes. First turnover of the game for the Cowboys. Wilson to throw here on first down. It's complete. It'll be close to that first down. It looks like they're going to give it to him. And they will. So Kiki with the catch, number 80. First down and 10. Wilson, as this Utah offense goes hurry up tempo. And that one is intercepted. It is intercepted at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back interceptions by both teams here in the first half of play, as we're seeing the turnovers climb up here for Utah with 3 of them now. Isaac Wilson got hit as he threw, and that's a bad throw all the way. Now, does the defender have control of the catch on the interception is the question. 20 seconds to go here in the first half of play. That's the second interception for Wilson. My goodness. Another change of possession. We saw a fumble by Oklahoma State, an interception by Alan Bowman, and the second interception thrown by Wilson. They're going to take a look at the interception here and see if it was fully controlled. Oklahoma State, again, the call on the field, it is an interception. As let's take a look at it. Well, I'll tell you what, the nose of the football looked like it hit the ground there. I really don't know, but it is a close one. I don't know. When I looked at the low angle, it looked like he didn't have fully control of it. It looked like the nose hit the football. Like the nose hit the rolling on the field stands. So that was a quick review there. Does Oklahoma State just kneel it down and go into the locker room here? They have 3 timeouts left. It's been a frustrating first half for Oklahoma State, but a really frustrating first half here for both of these teams, in my opinion. First down and 10, Bowman going to hand it off here to Ollie Gordon, and he'll just get about 1, maybe 2 yards on that carry. So that might be the final play of this first half. And it is. So that's going to be halftime of this one. And your score at the half of this one, Utah 10, Oklahoma State 3. We got halftime coming up for you. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll have halftime stats for both of these teams and player stats as well. See who's been the playmakers so far for both of these teams. And then also we'll have some college football score updates for you, and then also some more upcoming games coming up for you tonight. Halftime of this one. Again, your score at the half. Utah 10, Oklahoma State 3. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. Week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference. We are at halftime here of our game of the weekend here in this Big 12 Conference football matchup between the Utah Utes and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Your score at the half is Utah leading Oklahoma State 10-3. Utah with the only touchdown in that first half. Oklahoma State with just the field goal. It has been a pretty even matchup so far, both teams piling up in the turnovers. It's time to take a look at your halftime stats. Let's take a look at, first off, though, some player stats for you. Isaac Wilson, again, came in, the true freshman quarterback who made his first start last week, plays this weekend for the injured Cam Rising. Isaac Wilson was 11 of 17 in that first half, 132 yards, no touchdown passes, but 2 interceptions, so a couple of mistakes there by the true freshman quarterback, but I feel like he's played so well, so far here in this matchup so far. Looking at Utah's rushing, the leading rusher in that pack is Micah Bernard. Again, the leading rusher going into this game, 10 carries for 63 yards in that first half. Receiving, Dorian Singer, 5 catches for 77 yards. So that is a look at some of the offensive players there for this Utah team. Looking at Oklahoma State now, the player stats, Alan Bowman, the quarterback, was 8 of 22 for passing for 89 yards and then 1 interception. So not a good stat line there for Alan Bowman. We'll see how much he can improve here in the second half of play. Of course, last week had a tremendous game against Tulsa, but this would be his first real kind of tough defense that he goes up against in this game. Meanwhile, Ollie Gordon II, a really tough first half for him, only 6 carries for 16 yards. This Oklahoma State team has been throwing the football a lot more, but only 16 yards for the best running back in college football last season. Looking at receiving, Deshaun Sterling leads the way for 2 catches for 28 yards. So that's some of the player stats and the playmakers of this first half of play so far for both of these teams. Looking at team stats now, first off for Utah, they had 11 first downs in that first half of play. They were 2 out of 7 on third down conversions, 3 out of 4, though, on fourth downs. They were really consistent on the fourth down conversions overall. They had 203 total yards of offense. Passing yards, again, we already mentioned that one, 132 yards of passing for Wilson. They had 71 rushing yards in that first half, and then they had 1 penalty in that first half as well, just 1 penalty for 5 yards, and that one coming on pretty much a snap infraction. 3 turnovers, though, for Utah. They have to really clean those turnovers up if they want to win this ball game. But they're up 10-3 at the half, surprisingly, with all those 3 turnovers. Oklahoma State, though, on the other side, hasn't been able to get things going just yet. They had 5 first downs only in that first half, but pretty much Utah controlled that first half of play with the running clock. And then third down conversions, Oklahoma State only 2 of 8. So both teams struggling on third down conversions. 119 total yards of offense in that first half for the Cowboys. 89 yards of passing. We already mentioned that for Alan Bowman. They only had 30 rushing yards in that first half. This is one of the top running teams in the country from last year. 2 penalties for Oklahoma State, 2 of 10 penalties for 10 yards. And then they had 1 turnover, of course, Alan Bowman throwing that interception. You look at time of possession, though. This is a stat that I don't really cover up. But the time of possession, Utah has 20 minutes and 7 seconds. For Oklahoma State, it's just 9 minutes and 53. So you could see how much clock Utah really used in that first half of play. That is a look at your halftime stats for both of these teams. We'll take another quick break here, and then coming up, we'll take a look at some other scores going on for college football and take a look at what other games are coming up for you tonight for week number 4 of the 2024 college football season. Again, your score at the half is Utah 10, Oklahoma State 3 in this Big 12 Conference showdown right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. As we have our game of the weekend, we're at halftime again of this Big 12 conference matchup between Utah and Oklahoma State. Again, your score at half is Utah 10, Oklahoma State 3. Time now to take a look at some other scores here throughout the country of college football. Well, first off, we got the Virginia Cavaliers. They defeated Coastal Carolina today 43-24. Iowa State defeated Arkansas State 52-0. Iowa State remains undefeated in the Big 12 at 3-0. You take a look at some other games. West Virginia defeated Kansas in a close game 32-28. Kansas now off to a 1-3 start. Boy, oh boy, that is not a good sign there if you're the Jayhawks, but West Virginia with a bounce-back win after the loss to Pittsburgh last week. Cincinnati shuts out Houston in Cincinnati's first conference game of the year, 34-0. We saw North Carolina lose in a shootout against James Madison, 70-50. I don't think anybody expected a lot of scoring in that ball game. And then we saw Indiana beat Charlotte 52-14. Maryland defeat Villanova 38-20. Florida gets their first SEC win, and they also get a win under Billy Napier to save his job. They win against Mississippi State 45-28. Clemson, big win over NC State today, 59-35. And then Ohio State, the number third-ranked team in the country, back in action after a bye week. They defeated Marshall 49-14. Kentucky defeated Ohio 41-6. Kentucky getting a bounce-back win after they lost to Georgia by 1 point, of course, from this past weekend. Looking at other games going on, we got SMU and TCU going at it in a rivalry game there. SMU up 17-0 in the first quarter of play. That game just underway. Vanderbilt leads Missouri at the half 13-10. I don't think anybody expected that to happen, but Vanderbilt obviously looks like a brand new team compared to how they've been playing so far, even though they lost to a really good Georgia State team from last weekend. Looking at Duke, they're up 35-10 at the half over Middle Tennessee State. And then Utah, of course, Oklahoma State tied up here at halftime. We got Texas Tech and Arizona State going at it in a Big 12 conference game there. With 8:14 to go in the third quarter play, it's Texas Tech leading Arizona State 24-10. And then Pittsburgh beating Youngstown State 42-17. Rutgers up on Virginia Tech 23-7 in the third quarter play, 7:06 to go in that one. In the third quarter play, it's Arkansas beating Auburn 7-0, and then Louisville and Georgia Tech. Louisville leads 17-14 against the Yellow Jackets. And then Notre Dame leads Miami of Ohio University Redhawks 14-3 with just about 4:53 to go in the third. UCLA is tied up with LSU in the third quarter at 17-all. USC now makes it a 4-point game against Michigan, 14-10 with 9:10 to go in that third quarter of play. And then Penn State, they lead 35-0 in the third quarter over Kent State. That is a look at the score updates here. There are some teams throughout college football today. Coming up tonight, Miami travels to take on South Florida, 7 o'clock Eastern time in that matchup. Washington and Northwestern will go at it. Washington playing their first official conference game as a Big Ten team. Florida State, 0-3 on the year, will take on undefeated Cal at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And then we got, of course, other matchups coming up for you tonight. Tennessee, again, taking on Oklahoma. That's a big game coming up at 7:30 Eastern time. Texas A&M will be hosting Bowling Green. South Carolina hosts Akron. And then Iowa and Minnesota go at it in a defensive game right there. Coming up for you tonight, Ole Miss takes on Georgia Southern. Texas, we will see the first career start of Arch Manning, replacing Quinn Ewers with the injury. Not going to last really long, though, because they'll play ULM Monroe tonight. And then Michigan State and Boston College, Big Ten versus ACC showdown. That'll be a good one there. And then we got Colorado versus Baylor. That'll be a good one there as well. And then we got Purdue traveling to take on Oregon State. BYU will take on Kansas State tonight. So that is a look at some upcoming college football games, your final scores for all the teams coming throughout college football, and then also the games that are going on right now. Keep it right here. We should have the second half coming up here in just a moment as this is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference. Again, your score at halftime, Utah 10, Oklahoma State 3, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference. We are getting ready for the second half of play to start the third quarter of play. Again, your score is Utah 10, Oklahoma State 3. Utah, of course, will get the ball here to start the second half. Again, Utah had over 200 yards of total offense, 119 for Oklahoma State. And, of course, the turnovers really piled up in that first half for Utah with 3, and then just 1 turnover for Oklahoma State. But Utah has really controlled the entire ball game, of course, with running the clock, and then also just really keeping that Oklahoma State defense on the field for as long as possible, and then keep that Oklahoma State offense off the field for as long as possible as well. But again, Utah does get the ball to start the second half of play, as again they lead 10-3. The first official game, of course, for Utah is a Big 12 conference team, and their first official conference game as a newcomer in the Big 12. Again, this conference, of course, there's going to be so much priority and definitely a lot of wide open spots to make it to the Big 12 championship. But they said in the offseason this might be the game right here that probably could have a chance to go on to the Big 12 championship pretty easily. And there's the kickoff by Oklahoma State, and we're underway here in the second half. And that kick does go out of bounds at around the 2-yard line. So that'll be great field position for Utah to start this second half. We'll see what this Oklahoma State defense can do here in the second half. They got to get off the field here in order to kind of win this ball game and get their offense some motivation. But this Oklahoma State offense, they have really struggled to run the football here, and also they've been giving Alan Bowman some pressure as well. And again, Ollie Gordon only 16 carries, or like 16 yards and 6 carries in that first half of play. He's going to have to come out in the second half with a lot of confidence. First down and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. Wilson hands it off. And that's going to be a loss of 2 yards on that play. So good start there for the Oklahoma State defense. A loss of 1 yard. As we're underway now here in the second half of our game of the weekend. In the fourth quarter, I will announce what our next game will be for next weekend. We do have a good weekend coming up next weekend. It should be as well. Second down and 11 for Utah inside that 34-yard line. Wilson gets the snap, hands it off to the right side to Bernard, close to about that 40-yard line. They'll mark him down about the 39. Third down coming up in about 6, they say. Both teams have not been successful here on third downs. Utah was 2 out of 7, I believe, in that first half of play on third downs. Oklahoma State was 2 of 8. So, yeah, Utah is now 2 out of 7. So, let's see if they can have a better outing here on third downs in the second half. Wilson out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops to throw. Wilson on a quick slant, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Singer, his intended receiver, and Utah is going to have to punt the football away. Utah was 3 out of 4 on fourth downs in that first half, but they're deep in their own territory. If you're Utah, you definitely don't want to go for it on this play. So a good third down stop here for this Cowboy defense. Again, get off the field, make some stops on third downs, and give your offense a chance. Utah punts it away, a little rugby-style kick. And this ball takes a really bad bounce. That ball is going to be spotted right around the 30-yard line. Probably around the 32-yard line is where the Utah special team player picked it up. Again, offensively for this Oklahoma State team. Alan Bowman's not coming out for the second half, so they will have a new quarterback here. First down and 10 here, a seventh-year quarterback on the bench for this Oklahoma State team, a tournament of events. First down and 10 for Oklahoma State. They will hand it off here to Ollie Gordon. And Ollie Gordon fighting his way for extra yardage. And Oklahoma State just trying to really pound this football now. This is Garrett Rangel, the new quarterback for Oklahoma State, 6'2", 205 pounds from Texas. Rangel going to fire it here left, and that one's incomplete. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver for the Cowboys. So a new change at quarterback. We're seeing two different quarterbacks now behind seventh-year starters. Alan Bowman now on the sidelines. Again, he was 8 of 22 in that first half of play. A little bit inconsistent. Third down and 4. Oklahoma State was 2 out of 8 on third downs in that first half. Rangel will throw here for the second time. Goes down the middle, and that one's incomplete. That one almost intercepted. And it will be a 3-and-out for the Cowboys. Boy, this offense just cannot get anything going. Boy, I tell you what, good bat down there by this Utah secondary. Oklahoma State will punt the football away. Ball at the 38-yard line. And there's the punt. Fair catch at around the 20-yard line, maybe the 21. We'll take a quick break here as we're seeing two new quarterbacks now here in this one. 12:47 to go here in the third quarter of play. Your score, Utah 10, Oklahoma State 3. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference. Oklahoma State goes 3-and-out. Utah gets the ball back. 12:47 to go here in this third quarter of play. We're just underway here in the second half, and it's been a defensive battle here between these two teams, which we kind of expected it to be. Even though I did pick Oklahoma State here to win this game, It is going in Utah's favor so far, even though with just 3 turnovers. Or I should say, even with 3 turnovers, they are up here by 7 points. First down and 10 here for Utah at the 21. Wilson to throw. Pressure coming. Gets the ball out just in time. Pass is caught at around the 25-yard line to the 26 by Vincent, number 26, the running back. Again, turnovers have really piled up here for both of these teams, but either way, and Oklahoma State, if you did not hear it, Alan Bowman said on the sideline, and they had a new quarterback. We'll talk about more of him if he comes back out on that drive in the next drive for Oklahoma State. 2nd down and 5. Wilson gets the snap. Going to hand it off here on the right side. Straight ahead, and it's a first down, it looks like, for Brendan. Bernard, actually, number 2. Bernard had 63 yards of rushing in that first half of play for the Utes. So first down, they give him the first down on that play after a 2nd and 5 situation. Again, time of possession has been a major factor here for the Utes in this ball game. Wilson fakes the handoff, looking to throw, got hit as he threw, and it's caught. No, incomplete. Incomplete, intended for Parks, number 10. Boy, Wilson got hit as he threw, but got the ball out just in time before he could get sacked on the play and lose yardage. I'll tell you what, it looks like Wilson had a receiver there, but the ball was batted down at the last second. 2nd down and 10 after that incompletion. Ball at the 31.5-yard line. Wilson out of the shotgun, takes a snap, and they'll hand it off here. A big hit in the backfield. Bernard hit by Martin, number 4. Big hit on the play. This has been a physical ball game as it gets. So Bernard loses yardage on the play. It'll be 3rd down and long now for this Utah team. Again, both teams have really struggled on 3rd downs in this ball game. 3rd down and 11. 5 on the delay clock. Wilson out of the shotgun. Wilson takes a step just ahead of the delay clock. Wilson in trouble. Rolls to his left. Wilson got plenty of green grass in front of him to the 40, 45, 50. Wilson down the sideline of the 30 into Oklahoma State territory down at the 20-yard line. A big first down run for Wilson. 48-yard run on a 3rd down and big long conversion. Boy, Wilson, the true freshman quarterback, had to get out of the pocket in time in order to pick up that first down. And there was wide open green grass in front of Wilson. No orange jerseys there. And Wilson takes a push out of bounds. First down, Utah. Utah inside the 22 after that big run by Wilson. They go back to the ground game, and this is Bernard. Gets no gain on the play. Boy, what a big first down run by Isaiah Wilson, the true freshman quarterback. Future is definitely looking bright here for Wilson. Even though Cam Rising is one of the all-time great quarterbacks in Utah football history, Wilson is taking over. 2nd down and 10. Utah inside the Oklahoma State 22-yard line. Wilson takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Wilson going to the end zone, out there, incomplete. Nearly intercepted for the 3rd time this afternoon. Singer, the intended receiver for the Utes, who led the first half in catches for the Utes. It will be 3rd down coming up in about 10 to go. So 3rd down and 10. 9:07 to play here in the third quarter of play. Utah leads 10-3. Again, they have really controlled the clock in this game. 8th play of the drive. 3rd down and 10. Wilson. They got to snap the ball. Wilson gets it off. Throws it on the right side. It's caught. Beautiful grab by Singer. Corey Black with the tackle for Oklahoma State. It'll be 4th down as the catch was made by Singer, number 3. And I believe Utah is going to take the field goal here, it looks like, and they will. Cole Becker made one from 46 yards earlier, this one from 36. There's a snap. Good hold. This one is no good. A couple of missed field goals by both of these kickers today. And it's still a 10-3 ball game. We'll take another quick break here. We're in the third quarter of play of this one. 8:15 to go here in the third quarter of play. Your score, Utah 10, Oklahoma State 3. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. Week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference. Utah leads 10-3. Missed field goal from 36 yards out, and it still is a 10-3 ball game. What a defensive battle, but it's been a really a tough physical game here for Oklahoma State, especially with the offensive side of the football, but they take over from the 20-yard line after that missed field goal. Remember, a new quarterback here as Ollie Gordon gets taken down for about a 1-yard loss on the play. Well, this Utah defensive line, they're all over Ollie Gordon the third here. And I'll tell you what, this Utah team has really impressed me a lot with the defensive line at stopping the run game. We knew going into this game that would be probably the key to stop Ollie Gordon at all times. Again, Garrett Rangel is the quarterback for Oklahoma State now. Alan Bowman on the sidelines. Rangel gets the snap. He's looking to throw, fires it right. That one's batted at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. Well, I tell you what, You got to feel frustrated if you're an Oklahoma State fan, especially with this offense. But again, this is a really good Utah defense that they're going up against. There's no surprise there. So a third down coming up where Oklahoma State has struggled to convert on these third downs. Both teams have struggled on third downs this afternoon. Oklahoma State, though, 2 of 9. Rango out of the shotgun. Hasn't completed his first pass yet. Looking to throw here. Goes down the middle, and it's caught. First down inside the 40 to the 42-yard line. Spot him down at about the 44, it looks like. And that is a big third down conversion for the Cowboys, and also a big first down as they have a chance now to try to get back in this game. They go quick tempo. First down and 10. Pass caught. Ringel completes it here to the right. And the catch is made by Stetron down at about the 47-yard line. Second down and 5, so a 5-yard reception. 6:49 to play in this third quarter of play. Again, Oklahoma State trailing by 7 here. Second down and 5. Rangel out the shotgun. Ball inside the 47. Rangel takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to take a deep shot downfield. Got a receiver, but it's overthrown, incomplete. Stetron was the intended receiver on that play, who made the catch a while ago, and it's now third down coming up once again for Oklahoma State. But they converted their last third down. They need another big one here in order to kind of get back in this ball game and get that motivation inside their heads. Score update for you, USC trailing 20-17 against Michigan as they enter the fourth quarter. Rangel looking to throw here on 3rd and 5. Pass is caught. Almost got out of bounds, but got back to the original line of scrimmage. Knocked down just shy of that first down marker. It's now just inside the 50-yard line. If you're Oklahoma State, do you go for it in this situation? But it looks like they won't. And Oklahoma State's crowd not liking that decision by Mike Gundy. So with 5:57 to go here in the third, Oklahoma State's just going to punt this football away. I thought they would go for it there because it's the third quarter of play. Not a lot of time left to go in this third. And they punt the football away. Fair catch at around the 11-yard line, close to about that 10. So Utah's offense will take the field with Isaiah Wilson. We'll take another quick break here. We got 5:38 to go in this third quarter of play. Your score, Utah 10, Oklahoma State 3. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. It's week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference, and it's on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference as we are in the third quarter of play. 5:38 to go here in this one in the third. Utah leads 10-3 still over Oklahoma State. It has been a really frustrating offensive performance here by Oklahoma State. Again, going with a new quarterback here in the second half, Alan Bowman on the sideline. But Utah and this team on the offensive side of the football, led by Isaiah Wilson, they have controlled the clock. That's the reason why I think this game has gone by really fast. As we are back to action, here's a handoff to Bernard. And Bernard breaks a tackle. Bernard to the 25-30. He might be gone. 45-50, 45-40. In the Oklahoma State territory. Is finally brought down at around the 25-yard line. A 61-yard gain. My goodness, Bernard looked like he was going to be taken down just for a positive gain or maybe a first down. But instead, he makes a move to the right side, and he goes down the sideline for a 61-yard gain, and that puts Bernard over 100 yards of rushing in this game. Well, I tell you what, Bernard is a great runner in this game. First down and 10. Wilson out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Wilson fakes it to his run back. Pass is caught by his tight end Kiki after a couple yards on that reception. Well, I tell you what, that 61-yard run could probably change the difference with about 4:20 to go in this third quarter of play. And if Utah could just continue to waste the clock down, they'll definitely have a chance to probably win this game and go up by double digits. Second down and 7, ball at the 24. Wilson takes the snap, hands it off to his tailback, and close to about that 20-yard line. It's Mitchell, number 21, with the carry. It'll be third down coming up for the Utes. Coming up in the fourth quarter of play, I will be announcing which game will be our next broadcast for next weekend in week number 5. Utah with 193 rushing yards in this ball game. They have 337 total yards on the game. Oklahoma State just over 100. Third down and 3. Wilson out of the shotgun. Oklahoma State almost jumped off sides. Wilson, though, gets the snap. And they'll hand it off to the tailback. Nowhere to go. He'll be stopped for no gain. It'll be fourth down coming up. Does Utah go for it? They have been going for it on fourth down. They've seen it. They've already done it now 3 out of 4 times. But no, they're going to kick the field goal to try to go up by double digits by 10. This will be a 38-yard attempt for Becker. Missed one from 46 yards, or 36. There's the snap, and this one is on the way. And this time it's down the middle, and it's good. So with that field goal, we got 2:39 to go in this third quarter of play. Utah takes a double-digit lead by 10 points. Your score, Utah 13, Oklahoma State 3. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast again of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference. Utah takes the field goal to put them up 13-3 by double digits by 10 points here against Oklahoma State. It has been a defensive battle here between these two teams. But for Utah, they've been controlling the clock. For Oklahoma State, it's been a really struggling offensive performance. Again, going with a new quarterback. Alan Bowman, of course, was 8 of 22 in that first half of play. Cam Rising, of course, was the guy that was going to be questionable going into this game, but could not go today, so Isaiah Wilson takes over for the second straight game in a row. And kickoff by Utah is returnable at the 1-yard line. To the 15, across the 20, and out to about that 22, maybe the 23-yard line. Again, you look at Utah and Oklahoma State going into this game as well. We knew who the favorites were in the Big 12. Again, this is a game that probably decides who has maybe an easier path to get to the Big 12 championship in December. And also it's about that college football playoff, that 12-team playoff, to perhaps get that Power 4 conference championship and also get that bye week in the first round. Back to action here as Ollie Gordon gets the carry. Ollie Gordon gets about maybe 2, maybe 3 yards. I'll give him 2. Ollie Gordon, it's been a really tough game for him this afternoon. Rango out of the shotgun, takes a snap. He's going to keep it for himself. There is a flag down on the play. No gain for Rango on the read option keeper. Again, this has been a really big strategy and a game changer here for this Oklahoma State team to go with a different quarterback. There was a penalty on Oklahoma State, but it is declined, so 3rd down and 8. Oklahoma State came into this game on 3rd downs at 41% on the year. They are now, I believe, 3 out of 10. 3rd down and 8, though. Rango out of the shotgun, takes a snap, drops to throw, lobs it downfield. That one incomplete, and nobody there. And just really a frustrating afternoon here for Oklahoma State. This secondary for Utah and these corners have been really covering these receivers for Oklahoma State throughout the entire ball game. Just 1 minute and 47 seconds to go in the third. Oklahoma State will punt the football away. Again, just a really frustrating afternoon on the offense for the Cowboys. There's the punt by Oklahoma State. And that will be fielded, but he'll go out of bounds at about that 30-yard line. Utah will take over at that 30-yard line here in the third quarter of play, just approaching and close to ending this third quarter. Again, Utah has been really controlling this clock. That's why the game has really gone by a little bit faster. Utah has ran a total of 55 plays in this game. They have 337 yards of total offense. Oklahoma State just 100 and about 60-something if I did not see it. So back to action. First down here for Wilson. In trouble. Gets away from the pressure. Fires a dump-off pass, and it's complete by Singer. Singer gets the first down. He's across the 40 at about that 43-yard line. Boy, Singer has been all over the place here this afternoon for this Utah receiving group. Isaiah Wilson escapes from pressure. Good job there by Wilson to escape the pressure coming from the Oklahoma State defensive line. First down at about the 44. Wilson gets a snap. Going to hand it off here to the tailback. Look out, Bernard. And Bernard into Oklahoma State territory. He'll have a first down at around the 42-yard line. Boy, this Bernard guy, I tell you what, becoming a legend here in this game against Oklahoma State. Well, Utah goes with a lot of running backs, but Bernard has been playing so well out of this group. First down and 10. Final seconds here in the third. Wilson hands it off to Bernard. A little sidestep, and he gets past the 40 to the 38. Just about 5 seconds to go, and that will do it for the third quarter of play. So not a lot of scoring in this game, but Utah will head to the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead for our game of the weekend. We got the fourth quarter coming up next for you in this Big 12 conference game. Your score at the end of the third quarter of play, Utah 13, Oklahoma State 3. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference. As we now head to the fourth quarter of play, Utah with a 10-point lead over Oklahoma State, 13-3. It was all Utah in that third quarter, controlling the clock and, of course, controlling on the defensive side of the football. And again, Oklahoma State just cannot get things going here on offense this afternoon. Utah with the football here on 2nd and 7. Ball at the 39-yard line. They go with a jet sweep here on the right side and gets to about the 35-yard line. Not a bad gain on that play. Close to the first down. That was Parks, number 10. 3rd down and 3 coming up as we just now start the fourth quarter of play. This Oklahoma State crowd still in this one. Even though their offense has not been playing well, they still care about their team. Wilson out of the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off on the left side, no gain on the play. And Oklahoma State comes up with the third down stop. And the question is, does Oklahoma State go for it here on this play? Again, they're 3 out of 4 in this ball game on fourth down. Wilson still back in there. And it looks like they will go for it. So, again, they're 3 out of 4 on fourth downs. Wilson out of the shotgun here. Here comes Kiki in motion to the right. Wilson fakes it. Wilson, still plenty of time. He's under pressure now. Wilson's going to run it here, and he gets to the first down marker. Isaiah Wilson was under pressure, hesitated a lot in the pocket, and he still got the first down. Beautiful run by Wilson. And Mike Gundy is really furious out there. I think Utah may have got away with a holding call. Let's see what they look like here. I don't know. Oklahoma State crowd really booing there. Wilson will drop the throw here on first down, and that one way too high and incomplete. Intended for Kiki. Mike Gundy was really furious on that last play. Second out and 10 after that incompletion. Just 3 minutes into this fourth quarter of play. Thank you for joining me here on this live stream. Subscribe if you are new to this channel. We do individual videos as well of college football. Second out and 10. Wilson gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to his tailback. Look out. Almost broke free, but got tripped up. And third down and 4 coming up after a pickup of 7 yards. Boy, this Utah team, they're very physical at running the football. And again, they're just wasting that clock down. They have 222 rushing yards in this game. Again, this Utah team has had some great tailbacks, of course, in the history of college football. Third down and 4. Utah 3 out of 12 on third downs. Wilson out of the shotgun. Delay clock down to 1. Gets the snap. Going to hand it off right side. Nowhere to go. Drop back at around the 26-yard line. Fourth down coming up, so Utah might have to kick the field goal here because this is a long fourth down play. Boy, both offenses have not been able to really convert on third downs and anything. So they will attempt the field goal here. This is Cole Becker. 2 out of 3 on the afternoon. 44-yard attempt just straight away. Into the shadows, and there's a snap. Kick on the way, and he scores it. Kick is good from 46 yards out. That makes the kicker 3 out of 4 on the afternoon. Let's take another quick break here. Your score here in the fourth quarter of play, Utah 16, Oklahoma State 3. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024 in the Big 12 Conference here in week number 4 action, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference. Utah scores a 46-yard field goal. Their kicker is now 3 out of 4 on the afternoon. Utah now leads 16-3 by 13 points here in the fourth quarter of play, with just about 11:29 to go in this ball game. Score update for you. USC now has the lead over Michigan 24-20. Last time I checked it. That would be a big win there for USC if they were able to win their first conference game, especially in one of the toughest places to play in Ann Arbor. But that would be a really disappointing loss for Michigan. Utah kicks this one away, and it will be returned from the end zone to the 15 to the 20. Not a bad return, made something out of it. Brought down at about the 25-yard line. We still got more games coming up for you tonight. Tennessee and Oklahoma. Oklahoma in their first SEC game. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you our next weekend's live play-by-play broadcast. It'll be a top 5 showdown between two undefeated teams that have bye weeks this weekend. Get ready for number 2 Georgia versus number 4 Alabama. Got a flag on the play here. A personal foul against Oklahoma State on the kickoff. Boy, more frustrations just continue to really mount up here for the Cowboys. But again, like I said, Oklahoma State, or actually our next play-by-play broadcast will be Alabama versus Georgia in an SEC conference showdown. The first conference game for both, or actually Georgia's second conference game, Alabama's first, and that's a rematch, of course, from the SEC championship, a revenge game for the Georgia Bulldogs. First down and 10 for Oklahoma State, and deep in their own territory. Incomplete pass by Rangel. Presley was the intended receiver on that play. Again, Alan Bowman, of course, was replaced here in the third quarter. And, of course, Rangel came in as the backup. Again, we have two different quarterbacks that were behind seventh-year starters. Second out and 10. Ball at the 12-yard line. Rangel looks to throw here on this play. That one is incomplete again, so third down coming up. Another incompletion here for Oklahoma State. Their quarterbacks have really struggled this afternoon. And I still don't understand why Mike Gundy did not allow Bowman to play in this second half. That just doesn't make any sense. But either way, it's not been going well for the new quarterback anyway for Rangel. He's 3 out of 10 for 31 yards. Again, don't get me wrong, he's not played a lot of minutes. Third down and 10, though. Rangel out of the shotgun, takes a snap, and there is a flag down, and that's a delay of game. Boy, more and more mistakes by this Oklahoma State team. 11:15 to go in this ball game. Utah 16, Oklahoma State 3. And this is not a really happy Oklahoma State crowd, just based off of what we've seen throughout this entire ball game. This is not the same Oklahoma State team that we've seen, of course, in the first 3 games, but we knew going in this would be their toughest competition yet. Rangel, pressure coming, incomplete, got hit as he threw, and it's going to be incomplete. So, fourth down and a 3 and out for the Cowboys once again. So Oklahoma State will punt the football once again, where they have really struggled on third downs. They will punt from the end zone. This punt will be fielded They'll let it bounce, though. And the ball will be punted at about the 45-yard line in Utah's own territory. We'll take another quick break here. Again, a really frustrating performance here for Oklahoma State. We got 11:01 to go in this ball game. Your score, Utah 16, Oklahoma State 3. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024. It's week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference. Your score, Utah 16, Oklahoma State 3, 11:01 to go in this ball game. This game might be pretty much out of reach here for Oklahoma State, depending on how Utah controls the clock here for the rest of this fourth quarter. Final score update, Notre Dame defeats Miami of Ohio 28-3. Notre Dame improves to 3-1 on the year. And they'll go with the run game here on this play as we're back to action here in this fourth quarter of play. 5-yard pickup by the tailback for Utah. Coming up at the end of this game, we'll have our final stats and then also take a look at some player stats. And we'll give you my Lucas Ross Sports Player of the Game. Second out and 5. Ball at the 50-yard line. Wilson out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Wilson hands it off. And going to lose yardage on this play. That probably will be a loss of 2, maybe 3 yards. Third down and 7 coming up here for Utah, where they have struggled on third downs. Again, both teams have really struggled on third down conversions in this ball game. But overall for Oklahoma State, it's been a really struggling afternoon on the offensive side of the football. Their defense is doing everything they can. Both teams 3 out of 13 on third downs. Wilson now the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops to throw, in trouble, got hit as he threw, and it's incomplete. So fourth down coming up, and Utah will punt the football away. So again, Oklahoma State's defense does everything, But can their offense finally score a touchdown in this game? Again, Wilson was sacked a couple times in the first half, threw a couple of interceptions as well. But this Utah team has cleaned up those mistakes here in the second half. Both teams have. But again, the mistake that Oklahoma State's been making is not getting anything going on the offense. Punt goes out of bounds. Oklahoma State takes over with 9:26 to go in this ball game. This is a very important drive. And here comes Alan Bowman. Alan Bowman, again, will return here. He was subbed out in that third quarter of play. I just don't understand why they took him out. He was 8 of 22 in that first half. Just don't know why you would sub him out, though. And the Oklahoma State crowd loves it. Bowman will get the snaps, going to hand it off here to Gordon. Ollie Gordon gets hit immediately for about a 2-yard gain. Again, not a good afternoon for Ollie Gordon either. He'll go to receiver here. 2nd down and 8. Bowman looking to throw. Fires on the run. And this pass is going to be incomplete. Ollie Gordon was the intended receiver. 3rd down and 8. And boy, Ollie Gordon is really frustrated on that sideline. Again, it's been a really tough afternoon here for the best running back in the Big 12 from last year. 3rd down. Oklahoma State's now 3 out of 14 on 3rd down in this game. 3rd down and 8. Bowman drops to throw. Steps back, now fires over the middle. And that one's tipped at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. Another 3 and out for Oklahoma State. They've only had the lead once in this ball game, and that was 3-0 in the first quarter. And that likely probably will be the end of this ball game because Utah, they will control the clock. Fourth down and 8. Oklahoma State will punt again deep in their own territory, and they almost punt it from the end zone again as well. Fair catch called by Utah at the 42-yard line. We'll take another quick break here. We got 8 minutes and 51 seconds to go here in this ball game, and this game is likely out of reach. Your score, Utah 16, Oklahoma State 3. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference, live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 Conference. This game pretty much out of reach here for Oklahoma State. They trail 16-3 against the Utah Utes. Utah looking for their first win as a Big 12 Conference team. And again, we did say coming into this game that there was definitely a lot to build on here for the Big 12. This probably will be a game that decides who is the front runner in the Big 12 for right now. But don't sleep on Kansas State. They're in action, of course, coming up tonight against BYU. Don't sleep on that BYU team either. If they could pull off the upset, that will definitely put BYU in contention as a dark horse team. Don't forget, Tennessee and Oklahoma is coming up for you at 7:30. And again, our next weekend's live play-by-play broadcast will be Alabama versus Georgia. Get ready for a good one there. Kick off at 7:30. Wilson on first down. Going to hand it off here to Bernard. Bernard's going to get close to about that 50-yard line. Boy, Bernard has really played a great game this afternoon. Gain of 6 yards on that last carry. And again, I think when Bernard got that 61-yard run, that really changed the difference of this ball game. Utah had 3 turnovers in that first half, but they cleaned up those mistakes. And their defense has really been the biggest winner here of this ball game. Wilson now the shotgun here on 2nd and 4. Ball at the 48. Wilson fakes the handoff to Bernard, going to keep it for himself. And Wilson gets pushed out of bounds at around that 50-yard line. He'll get about a couple. It'll be 3rd down and about 2 yards short to go. 7:58 to go in this fourth quarter of play. Utah can just try to really waste the clock here and end this ball game. 3rd down and 2. This Oklahoma State fans still on their feet. Third down and 2. Wilson will go out of the shotgun. Wilson takes the snap. Hands off to Bernard. And Bernard's going to be dropped for no gain on the play, maybe a yard, but he won't get the first down. So another stop by this Oklahoma State defense. Again, if the offense can just get some points on the board, Oklahoma State's defense making all these stops, they would be up big in this game. But again, you got to give credit to Utah's defense as well. They have played so well in this second half. And Utah will punt this football away. They're up by 13 in this one. And a little kind of short kick to keep it out from the end zone. Fair catch and nice bounce. That ball will be spotted at around maybe the 5-yard line. Good punt. 6:37 to go for Oklahoma State to try to get a touchdown here. If they can get a touchdown, they can try to make this a 6-point game, but if they can't, that definitely will end this ball game. It's been all punts this afternoon here for Oklahoma State, except for a field goal in the first quarter. And that's been the only lead of this game, 3-0. Bowman will throw it here on a deep shot, and it's picked off. Picked off at the 45-yard line in Oklahoma State territory. And that was really not a good decision there if you're Alan Bowman in this Oklahoma State offense, but what else can you do? And after that interception, this will definitely be a win here for the Utes. Again, it's picked off at the 45-yard line in Oklahoma State territory. Utah is also going to get their first win as a Big 12 team in this conference. I think what really won this game here for the Utes was definitely wasting that clock down. And that touchdown in the first half also kind of give the momentum. First down and 10 at the 45 after that interception. Wilson will throw here on first down, and this one is lobbed down the middle, and it's caught. Kiki will walk in for the touchdown. And that definitely will clinch it. The Utah Utes will now clinch this one away. Wilson with a touchdown pass to Kiki. Kiki had a rushing touchdown earlier in the game. And this time, it's a receiving touchdown. It looks like Utah is going to go for a 2-point conversion. Wilson out of the shotgun here on this 2-point conversion attempt. They'll go here to the right side, and they fire a pass to the end zone. That one's intercepted, so doesn't matter anyway. But Utah gets the touchdown. They'll take the touchdown anyway and be up by 19 points. Your score now is Utah 22, Oklahoma State 3. So Kiki gets the touchdown for Utah. It's going to be definitely a win here for the Utes in their first official Big 12 conference game as a newcomer in the Big 12. A score update for you. Michigan now leads 27-24 over USC with 37 seconds to go, and they have the ball. They might kick it off actually to USC probably. Vanderbilt and Missouri tied up at 20 all in the fourth quarter of play. LSU leads 34-17. That's going to be a win there for LSU. Oklahoma State's going to return it here on the kickoff to the 25-30, 35-40. Good return. And down to about that 44-yard line. A final score update for you. Louisville defeats Georgia Tech 31-19. Louisville improves to 3-0. Arkansas beats Auburn 24-14 on the road at Jordan-Hare. So some score updates. Don't forget Tennessee and Oklahoma are coming up at 7:30. Can't wait to watch that one after this one is over with. And Bowman throws it to the sideline. It's complete to Owens. It's now 2nd down and 2 coming up. 6:05 to play in this ball game. Bowman out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Bowman's going to throw it deep down the field, complete. Down to about that 30-yard line is Stribling. And it is a first down for Oklahoma State. Cowboys trying to at least get a touchdown here with just about 5:45 to go. Bowman gets a snap on first down. Bowman down the middle, and it's caught. First down to the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Where was that all day? Oklahoma State finally on the board with a touchdown. And again, where was that all day for the Cowboys? And I think you should have kept Alan Bowman in there at the start of the third quarter here for Mike Gundy. They're going to go for a 2-point conversion. Bowman gets a snap, goes to the end zone here. Pass is caught to the 2-point conversion. And with that, makes it 22-11. So it's now an 11-point game. It looks like Oklahoma State can probably go for a 2-point conversion. That's finally their first touchdown here this afternoon. That was 58 yards on that last drive. That was Presley with the reception from 26 yards out. Again, Utah has pretty much controlled the clock in this game, but don't count out this Oklahoma State team yet. If they recover the onside kick here, there's really definitely a big chance for them with 3 timeouts left. 5:37 to go in this fourth quarter of play. Let's see if Utah can recover this onside kick to try to steal the deal. There's the kick. It actually rolls it all the way out to the 15, to the 20, and takes a knee, and that's got to be a late hit. That's got to be a late hit on Oklahoma State. I don't see a flag anywhere. Nope, no flag. Wow, I thought his knee hit the ground before the defender hit him. And let's go back to it. Oh, that's definitely a late hit. I don't know how they missed that. That should definitely be 15 yards on a penalty for Utah. But either way, it's first down for the Utes. And they'll start at the 22-yard line. First down and 10. 5:33 to go in this ball game. Utah leads 22-11. Wilson takes a snap, hands it off to Bernard. No gain on the play. Maybe just one. Again, I'm really surprised there was no flag on that last play. Parks got hit definitely when his knee was down. USC trailing 27-24 with 17 seconds to go in the fourth quarter against Michigan. Miami underway with South Florida. Timeout was taken by Oklahoma State a while ago. And now we get back to action here. There's 5:28 remaining on the clock. Again, the Cowboys trying to get back in this game as they trail by 11 points. They get their first touchdown on that last drive of this afternoon. Play action for Wilson. Pressure coming. Got the pass off. Almost intercepted by the Cowboys. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a costly turnover for Utah. But Oklahoma State almost had a pick six there probably. Man. And that incompletion does stop the clock here with 5:23 remaining. I did say this was probably a sealed deal ball game for the Utes. But it's definitely not a sealed ball game just yet. Wilson on third down. Hands it off to Bernard. Bernard breaks a tackle. Bernard gets the first down. On 3rd and 9, Bernard gets a big first down for the Utes. Wow. That is a big first down for this Utah team with just now 5 minutes to go in this one. Bernard, a physical runner out there. If Utah wins this game, he's definitely our player of the game. Over 163 yards on rushing the ground for Utah. Bernard, exhausted. Again, it's a hot weather down there at Stillwater, Oklahoma. Utah is still trying to waste that clock down. 4:40 to go in this ball game. Utah with an 11-point lead. Wilson out of the shotgun here on this 1st down and 10 at the 32. Takes a snap, hands it off on the right side, and nowhere to go. He's dropped for a loss back at the 30. Timeout taken by Oklahoma State. Don't forget our next game next weekend, our live play-by-play broadcast. Again, will be the Georgia Bulldogs taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide in a rematch from last year's SEC Championship. Final score update, Michigan upsets USC 27-24. The Wolverines get a big win there, and USC loses their first game as a Big Ten Conference team. Missouri and Vanderbilt are tied up at 20 all. That was a loss of 3 yards on that last play by Utah. SMU up 41-21 at halftime against TCU. Boy, I tell you what, that's a blowout right there. Washington and Northwestern just underway. Florida State and Cal underway. Florida State still looking for their first win of the season. Penn State victorious 56-0. LSU beats UCLA 34-17. Notre Dame beats Miami of Ohio 28-3. Northern Illinois loses to Buffalo 23-20. Pittsburgh took care of business. Texas Tech defeats Arizona State 30-22 in Arizona State's first game as a Big 12 team. Second out and 13. 4 minutes to go. Wilson, a little miscommunication. And there is a flag down. We'll see what this flag is. A little miscommunication there for Utah and Oklahoma State, or Utah's offensive line. Let's see what the flag is. Two timeouts left here for the Cowboys. They trail by 11. The officials are still waiting here. Well, I tell you what, there is a long wait here for this flag. Mike Gundy declines the penalty. It's third down. This is a kind of a big third down here for this Utah team to try to seal the game. We thought that touchdown that put them up 22-3 would seal them, but this Oklahoma State team is trying to make a miracle happen. Third down and 14. Olsen out of the shotgun. Olsen takes a snap. Going to hand it off. Bernard right side. Bernard taken down at about that 31-yard line. And Oklahoma State will take their second timeout. This is still a ball game, folks. Some of the players talking out on the field. You don't want that if you're Oklahoma State, especially with 3:24 to go in this fourth. But there is a flag down. Did not see that. Let's see what the flag is. I'm not sure what happened here. unsportsmanlike conduct against Utah on the sideline. My goodness, you can't have these mistakes in the final 3 minutes of this ball game. If you're Utah, that was on Parks number 10. This game is not over, folks. Well, Utah's got to really finish this game with just 3:24 to go. You got to keep your composure, keep your emotions intact as well. So Utah is going to punt the football away here with 3 minutes and 24 seconds to go. Oklahoma State with one timeout left. Well, I tell you what, if Alan Bowman probably would have played in the third quarter, I think Oklahoma State would definitely keep this game pretty even. Utah will punt the football away here. Here's the kick on the way. And goes backwards. Fair catch at around that 30-yard line. So 3 minutes, 16 seconds to go now. In the fourth quarter of play, Oklahoma State's trailing by 11. Alan Bowman, seventh-year starter, will now take over this Oklahoma State team, trying to make it a ball game. This is probably their last chance to do that. Bowman has, again, only played in the fourth quarter. He's 11 of 28. Bowman will drop to throw on first down. He's in trouble, and down he goes. Sack back at the 22-yard line. That is a big sack there by this Utah defense. If Oklahoma State has to hurry up here, it's a loss of 8, second down and 18. Bowman gets the snap. Bowman, quick slant, complete. Oh, big hit. And flag down. Oh, man. That was a big hit. I don't know. Well, let's see what happened here on this play. Landry, number 80, I believe, was the one that caught it. Let's see where the personal foul targeting against Utah in the previous play is under further review. So, boy, this Utah team, you get a sack. There's no reason for a hit like that. Let's see where the contact was, though. Oh, that's definitely helmet to helmet. I think that's definitely a targeting against this Utah defense. Looks like number 15, T. Johnson, was the one that laid the hit. That was Presley, number 80, who got hit on the play. Wow. That is helmet to helmet, so I believe this is going to be a targeting. Yeah, my goodness. I mean, this Utah team, they have controlled much of this game in the second half, causing Oklahoma State to have some problems on the offense. But now, this Oklahoma State team is getting motivation. Can they get back in this game? Boy, Presley was hit there, helmet to helmet. Looks like he's okay. That was a huge hit that can really cause a concussion. Here's the call. Oh, wow. Player is not disqualified. I think that's a bad call. Wow. I don't know about that call. If I was an Oklahoma State fan, but either way, it is now 3rd down and 10. Oklahoma State fans not liking that call. 2:51 to go in the 4th quarter of play. Bowman out of the shotgun as clock starts. Bowman pump fakes to the right or the left, goes for a screen pass. It's complete to Ollie Gordon, and he's got the 1st down. He gets out of bounds with 2:41 to go. And Oklahoma State still trying to get back in this game. They have 1 timeout left. They're inside the 42-yard line in their own territory. Bowman out of the shotgun, takes the snap, drops the throw, goes deep on the play. It was batted, but it's caught. And a huge hit. But ball is caught at the 35-yard line by Freeman into Utah territory. Boy, a big spear kind of like tackle by the Utah defender. Oklahoma State hurries to the line. Bowman drops the throw. Bowman, plenty of time, dumps it off. Gordon to the 30, hurdles. Down he goes, close to that 25-yard line. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Gain of 9 on that last reception. The Cowboys closing in on the end zone here. Trying to make this a ball game again. We got 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. We got the 2-minute timeout. This is a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action. Your score, Utah 22, Oklahoma State 11. This is Big 12 football live here on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody, live to the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel, live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action here in the Big 12 Conference. Just 2 minutes remaining as we got to the 2-minute timeout, but 1 minute 59 seconds to go, or actually 2 minutes now to go. Oklahoma State trails by 11, but they got a chance here to make this a ball game. With just 2 minutes to go, they're inside that 27 with 1 timeout remaining. They need to just get one. Ollie Gordon, look out! To the 20, 15, 10, all the way down to the 9-yard line. Ollie Gordon the third. finally trying to step up here. First and goal at the 9. Bowman gets the snap. Drops a throw. Goes to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Oklahoma State! Rashad Owens. And we have a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. What a comeback by Oklahoma State. It looked like the game was out of reach, but now they are back in it. Oh my goodness. They are going to go for the 2-point conversion to try to make this a 3-point game. 2-point attempt. Bowman drops the throw, lobs it to the end zone. Incomplete, flag down. And it's going to be a pass interference on Utah. Ollie Gordon was the intended receiver. Half a distance to the go. They'll retry the 2-point conversion. My goodness, you can never know what can happen in the Big 12 Conference, and also you can never count out Mike Gundy's Oklahoma State teams. They got a chance to make this a 3-point game. 2-point attempt. Bowman will go out of the shotgun. He's got Gordon with him in the backfield. Does he go with the run or pass? Bowman fakes the handoff, and he's got the 2-point conversion. Presley, number 80, who took that hit earlier, has now made it a 3-point game. It was 22-3 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. It is now 22-19. Oh my goodness. Alan Bowman leads this Oklahoma State team to a touchdown and a 3-point game now. And again, if Bowman probably played in the third quarter, this Oklahoma State team would probably have the lead right now. My goodness. Presley with the 2-point conversion. And the touchdown to go with it. Onside kick try coming up. 1:47 to go. Oklahoma State just has one timeout remaining. They need to cover this onside kick. There it is right there. And Utah recovers it pretty easily. One timeout left. This Utah team, if they get a first down, that would probably seal the deal. But you got to take care of the football here in order to kind of seal the deal here in this ball game as well. Boy, what a finish to this ball game. Probably the best finish of the season so far throughout these play-by-play broadcasts. USC and LSU is a great finish, but this one's turning out to be a good one. 1:46 to go. First down and 10 for Utah after that recovery on the onside kick. Wilson out of the shotgun. $1:47 to go. First down and 10. Utah inside that 46-yard line. They'll hand it off to Bernard, and Bernard gets about 2, maybe 3, still fighting his way. About 3 yards, maybe 2. Timeout called Oklahoma State. That'll be their last timeout. Again, if Utah, if they get a first down here, that would definitely probably seal the deal. The next game for Utah will be next weekend against Arizona. And their bye week comes on October the 5th. They're showing the schedule right now. Again, your score here, Utah 22, Oklahoma State 19, here in the fourth quarter of play. Again, a first down would seal the deal here for the Utes. But Oklahoma State just took their last timeout of this second half and also this ball game. 4-yard pickup by Bernard on that last play. Second down and 6 now. Oklahoma State has scored 16 unanswered here in the fourth. They had 3, 0, 0, and then 16 here in the fourth. This is Utah's first Big 12 game as well. 1 minute, 40 seconds to go. Utah's offense comes out to take the field. Again, a first down would seal the deal. But if Oklahoma State can get a stop, it'll be third down. Bernard gets the carry here. Bernard to the 40. Almost broke free, but he got to about the 39, so it will be third down. Just 90 seconds to go on that clock. Big time. Third down coming up here for the Oklahoma State defense, but Utah again just trying to waste that clock down as much as they can. But again, if Utah wins this game, Bernard is our player of the game. But you got to give this Oklahoma State team credit. They have come back from behind, down 22-3, and scored 16 unanswered points. Utah is going to take a timeout as they wasted that clock down, so that'll stop the clock with 53 seconds to go. This is kind of a big third down conversion here for the Utes as well, in order if they're going to win this ball game. Tennessee and Oklahoma getting ready to set to go head-to-head there in that SEC conference game. Score update, Vanderbilt and Missouri tied up at 20-all with 41 seconds to go in the fourth. That game might be going into overtime. How about Vanderbilt competing with Missouri? Third down and 3. Utah just needs 3 yards to seal this game. But Oklahoma State looking for the big stop here on this third down play. Third down and 3. Takes a snap. Wilson hands it off to Bernard. Bernard gets the first down, and that's going to do it. Utah will win their first Big 12 game. It looked like they had a lot of mistakes and also a lot of emotion behind this comeback from Oklahoma State, but Bernard, based off of that, he gets the first down, and he is your player of the game. First down and 10, and Utah will just take the knee here. That's going to do it. The Utah Utes go to Stillwater, Oklahoma on a hot afternoon to win their first official conference game in the Big 12. Final score in this game, Utah 22, Oklahoma State 19. Again, Bernard is your player of the game. As we take a look at your final stats here, as we're going to end things out with this live stream. Well, looking at Micah Bernard's stats, he had 25 carries in this game, 182 yards, no rushing touchdowns, but he is your Lucas Ross Sports player of the game. Team stats, Utah finishes with 20 first downs, 5 out of 18 on third downs, 4 out of 5 on fourth downs. They finished with 456 total yards of offense, 207 passing yards. Wilson was 17 of 29 and 2 interceptions on the afternoon. The freshman quarterback still making a name for himself. They finished with 249 rushing yards on the ground. They had 3 penalties for 21 yards, 3 turnovers. They cleaned up those mistakes in the first half, and then they had possession for a total of 42 minutes in this ball game. For Oklahoma State, 11 first downs. They finished with 4 out of 15 on third downs, though. 285 total yards of offense, 237 yards of passing. Bowman was 19 of 44 in this ball game. And then for the rushing yards, 48 rushing yards. Not a good stat there for Oklahoma State in the running game. And then 4 penalties for 28 yards, and then 2 turnovers. And that does it for our live play-by-play broadcast of this Big 12 conference game. Again, your final score, Utah wins this one. Utah 22, Oklahoma State 19. This has been a live play-by-play broadcast of college football 2024, week number 4 action in the Big 12 conference. As next week, we will have Alabama versus Georgia. Get ready for that game next weekend. So long, everybody, right here live on the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel.